You say you got scammed?
Yes, Judge. My ex over here really manipulated me and used me and took advantage of me being a nice person and a nice human by lying to me, telling me that her mother had her foot broken and that she had to go home, but she didn't have the money to do it.
Your mother got ill, Miss Kimmel?
Yes, she broke her foot and
All right.
she needed help moving around her two-story home.
All right. So, Mr. Singh, you knew that her mother was ill and needed help.
Yes.
And so she asked you to buy her ticket?
Yes, she asked me to buy her ticket, but she also told me since I won't be working, I won't be able to afford my flight back. Can you sponsor that as well?
All right, because were you getting her a round-trip ticket or you got her a one-way ticket?
I actually got her a one-way ticket thinking that she would need as much time as possible with her mom.
Okay, did you tell her whenever you're ready to come back, I'll buy it, or how did that go?
The situation was agreed upon that since she's not working, I will be sponsoring her flight back.
All right, so what went wrong here? You're suing now, talking about she scammed you? I thought she went to go see her mother. What's the scam? You say hooked up with another man. How'd you find that out?
That came directly through a laptop, my laptop that she left her social media logged in on. And next thing you know, I see a DM from this man. I have evidence right here. And it clearly states that...
Thank you, Sean.
As you would see, it's between Mr. Presley and...
So she leaves her social media up on your computer?
Yes.
And what makes you even say, I'm going to look through her DMs? You didn't trust her?
I didn't trust her at that point.
Why?
Because there was an initial credit card charge I got notifications of her buying some makeup and lingerie. And I thought that was... Why do you need that when you're going to go help your ailing mother?
Right. Why do you need that, Miss Kimmel?
I lost my luggage at the airport, and I have the receipts to prove it. It was face wash and moisturizer.
I'll look at those. So, will you hand me those receipts, Sean? Thank you so much. So wait, you lost your luggage. Mm-hmm. He said you bought lingerie. Was it lingerie or was it pajamas?
It was underwear. I needed underwear. It's briefs.
So you lost your suitcase?
Yes, and I needed very normal things.
So here's your receipt.
Live.
You got face wash, moisturizer, dark spot treatment, all the things. It doesn't seem like there's anything that women's cut brief underwear. So where do you see lingerie, Mr. Singh?
So I initially just got the credit card notifications mentioning the name of the shops, and they were pretty suggestive that they were...
Studio Skin, Betsy's Women's Intimates.
Exactly.
But have you been to the mall? You know that whole area with underwear and everything is called Intimates.
I understand that, and that's why I had called her, and I had mentioned this, and I was like, what is going on? And she said that she lost her luggage. And you know what, Your Honor? I let it slide.
Okay.
I let it go.
So then what happened? How'd you get into these DMs
that
then?
stuck with me, though. And then once she stopped responding to me like she normally would, I knew something was up.
Her pattern went off.
100%.
That's how you always know, right, Gallery? When that pattern gets a little shifty, okay, something going on.
Exactly.
All right? I always, like my grandmother say, if it don't come out in the wash, it's going to come out in the dry. I'm not a DM snooper. I don't have to look for nothing because it's going to come out. So anyway, you couldn't take it, so you went on Inspector Gadget mission. And you opened up these DMs and you saw, I'm excited to see you and spend some quality time together this week, if you know what I mean. I am so ready. It's been so long. Hope you still know your way around. My way around Newark or my way around you? Uh-oh. Both. Ha ha. Why not both? I'll see you soon. Wow. I get to see the home of Sam Presley again. You should feel so honored, so flirtatious. Does this sound like text exchange from a girlfriend of another man who's sponsoring tickets for you to go see your mother?
No, he's an old family friend. I've known him for a while. He knew I was back in town and had reached out to me, and things escalated. And it is a mistake, and I'm ashamed of it. And I tried, to explain my side and work through it.
So you admit you cheated when you went?
Yes.
Did you ever take care of your mother, or are you really going to just hang out?
I was with my mother the whole time besides that one time.
What's the basis of this suit? I don't even have time for this. What's the basis? You say now you're suing her for $776.
Yes, Your Honor.
Because you say you paid this money. Did you ever buy her a ticket home?
No, I did not buy her a ticket home.
So the ticket there was $776.
The ticket there, yes, along with the unauthorized credit card charges.
And he actually gave me his credit card before I left
For incidental incidents
which is
only.
exactly what it was for. I lost my luggage. I needed things.
Yeah, okay.
So, Ms. Kimmel, now I want to get to your counterclaim before I rule. $881. You're suing him what? The cost to get you back home?
Yep, I had to scrape up whatever money I could. I had to borrow.
Sam couldn't get you a ticket?
It was a mistake. It's not somebody I wanted to be with. It was
So you
only
messed
physical.
up with somebody who could get you a ticket there and messed around with somebody who can't get you a ticket home.
Right, it was a mistake. It was not my intention, and I wanted to resolve things.
You said your counter was from an unlawful eviction. You're telling me you're suing for the plane ticket. Where's the eviction part come in?
After he went through my DMs and confronted me, I tried to call him and explain, and he wouldn't take my calls. He just texted me, "Move your stuff out ASAP," and then blocked my number. When I got home, the locks were already changed, and he would allow me...
How long had you lived there?
6 months with him.
All right, and so what part of the $881 damages that you presented has to go towards this unlawful eviction?
Well, about $400 for the ticket home, and then I had to get a storage unit to store all my things last minute.
All right, Mr. Singh, when you agreed to buy this plane ticket, you were doing so out of the understanding that your girlfriend needed to go be with her mother.
Exactly.
What bothers this court is, while you did it, it seems to me that there was a part of this understanding that you weren't privy to, in the sense that Ms. Kimmel had also a plan to go cheat on you and be with another man. So while there is a legal term called promissory estoppel, where if she relied on the fact that if I go there, you're going to bring me home, the court could technically say that she deserves to collect on the payment of the flight that it took her to get back to the incidentals. You gave her your credit card to use, and if for an emergency, which sounds like this was an emergency. So now I'm trying to understand, how much was the plane ticket?
I believe it was upwards of $400.
$425.
Exactly.
Now, you had to go put your stuff in a storage. How'd you even get your stuff out?
All my friends helped me. They helped me pay for it, and I slept on their couches.
And so then you went and put your stuff in the storage. Now, do you realize that your stuff had to go in storage also because you got caught cheating?
I guess so, but he wouldn't let me explain or talk at all and just completely
There was
cut me
nothing
off.
to talk about anymore at that.
The judge said it in one line, and it landed perfectly. You mess around with someone who could get you a ticket there, and mess around with someone who can't get you a ticket home. That's not just a punchline. That's the whole story compressed into one sentence. She cheated with someone who apparently had no intention of taking care of her. No return ticket, no follow-through, nothing. And now she's in court asking the man she cheated on to cover the consequences of a decision he had no part in making. That's not a lawsuit. That's audacity dressed up in legal paperwork.
Living there for 6 months, it was my home too.
All right, at the end of the day, you bought a ticket for her to go visit her mother. You did that out of the kindness of your heart.
Yes.
It was a gift. And even though she went out there and cheated, unfortunately, it was a gift. I hate that you can't collect, but you can't. You didn't buy the ticket home. You had to pull that money together. That's on you because you know you were out there cheating. In addition, you come back, the locks are locked. You really should not have kicked her out without a 30-day notice. That's unlawful. But even with that said, you didn't even let her back in to come stay, but you didn't spend any money to go stay anywhere else. You're suing for an extra step you really didn't have to take, and I don't really think those were necessary damages given the fact that you had somewhere to stay for free. Why didn't you just take the little stuff you had?
He
It
told
had
me
to
to
just
get
be
my
clothes.
stuff out ASAP.
What stuff was it?
I had, a shelf, a couple boxes. It was too much
So
stuff.
you took
to even
yourself
fit in a
over to
car.
stay some. I'm done. You had a shelf and 2 boxes. You gonna rent a whole storage unit for $420 something
It was more
for a
than
shelf
that.
and 2 boxes?
No, it was more
when you
than
could
that.
go take that to a friend's? No, he did not have any right to just lock you out. You had a tenancy claim there, but your damages need to match. Everybody's case is dismissed. Court is adjourned.
All rise.
Judge Lake has ruled. Both cases are dismissed.
I'm sorry, but you're not really who you seem. Living
cases
there for
dismissed.
6 months,
And
it was my
honestly,
home too.
The judge got it right
All
on
right,
both
at
counts.
the end of the day,
Even if
you
neither
bought
of them
a
wanted to hear it.
ticket for
Let's start with
her
him.
to
He
go
bought the ticket
visit
as a
her
gift.
mother.
No written
You
agreement,
did that
no
out
loan
of the
terms,
kindness of
no
your
contract.
heart.
The moment she
It
used
was
it,
a gift.
legally
And
it was
even
done.
though she
The
went
fact
out
that she
there
lied
and
about why
cheated,
she needed it is
unfortunately,
morally
it was a
wrong.
gift.
Deeply
I
wrong.
hate that you
But
can't
moral wrong
collect,
and
but
legal
you
wrong
can't.
are
You
not the same
didn't
thing.
buy the ticket
Courts
home.
cannot recover gifts
You
given in
had
good
to
faith.
pull that
Just
money
because the
together.
other person turned out to be
That's on
dishonest.
you because you
That's
know you
painful,
were out there
but it's the
cheating.
law.
In
And then there's an
addition,
exchange
you
of laws.
come back.
He found out
the
she cheated.
locks are
He was
locked.
furious.
You
He blocked the number and changed the
really
locks before
should
she
not
even got
have
home.
kicked her
Understandable
out
as a
without
human
a
reaction.
30-day
Wrong
notice.
as a legal
That's
one.
unlawful.
6
But
months of living
even
together
with that
creates tenancy.
said,
And tenancy
you didn't
requires
even let her
notice.
back in
You cannot just lock
to
someone
come
out
stay,
because you are angry.
but you didn't
Even if your
spend
anger is
any
completely
money
justified.
to
But
go
here's what stays with me
stay
about this case.
anywhere
She came into that
else.
courtroom and
You're
still framed
suing
herself
for an
as
extra
someone who was
step
wrong.
you really
Her locks
didn't
were
have to
changed.
take.
Her stuff
And
went
I
into
don't really
storage.
think
She
those
had to
were
sleep on
necessary
couches.
damages,
And all of
given
that is true.
the fact that
Those
you
things
had
happened.
somewhere to
What
stay
she
for
kept
free.
leaving out
Why
was
didn't
why
you
they
just
happened.
take the little
She went on a
stuff
trip
you had?
funded by her
He
It
told
had
me
to
to
just
get
be
my
Spent
closed.
time with another
out
man.
ASAP.
She
What
got caught through her
stuff
own
was it?
laptop that she left
I
logged
had,
in, and then
you know,
she came
a
to court asking for
shelf,
$881.
couple
The
boxes.
other man, Sam,
it was too
couldn't
much
even get her a
stuff.
ticket home.
Took yourself
detail
over
matters
to
more
say
than it
some.
seems.
I'm done.
Because it
I'm
tells you
done.
everything
You had a
about what
shelf
that
and two
situation
boxes.
actually was.
You gonna rent
Not
a
a
whole
connection,
storage
not something
unit
real.
for
Just a decision that
$420
caused a
something
relationship
for a
to
shelf
end.
and two
And ultimately,
boxes.
No, it was
a
When you
courtroom
could go
loss.
take that
The
to a
judge wrapped it up
friend's.
cleanly.
No,
He lost
he
his
did
ticket
not
money.
have any
She
right
lost her
to
storage
just
claim.
lock you out.
Nobody won anything.
You
And the
had
only person who
a
walked out of that room
tenancy
with any
claim
dignity
there,
was the
but
one
your
who, when he found out the
damages
truth,
need to
simply
match.
changed the locks and
Everybody's
moved
case
on.
is dismissed.
Sometimes
Court
that's
is
the only right
adjourned.
answer. If
All
this case made you
rise.
think about the difference between a gift and a loan, and whether kindness
Judge
should have limits,
Blake has
drop a
ruled.
comment below. Subscribe and turn on
Both
notifications for more
cases
cases where
are
the truth
dismissed.
comes out no matter how carefully someone tried to hide it.